Welcome everybody to the campus of Bellingham High School, Bellingham, Mass. Where tonight it's the season finale, regular season finale for the Dover-Sherborn Raiders as they take on Bellingham. Dover-Sherborn coming in with a record of 12-2-3, already secured the TVL small title. Bellingham coming in with a record of 1-11-3. I believe this is their last regular season game as well. Chilly night. As you can tell by the attire by the referees. Playoffs will be starting this weekend across the state of Massachusetts, with the brackets coming out this coming Friday. So after this game, these guys will have a day off, a couple days off. A couple changes to the starting lineup. Joe Doyle in at right outside half in the place of Winston Bunn, who's nursing a little bit of a turf burn. Bellingham gets us going. Hart pressures the ball. They try to swing it across the field. Hart steps in there. Now Doyle gets a foot in there. Bellingham clears it up to the midfield. Eric Wells also in the starting lineup. Now Martin. Wide for Sarhadi. Looks like Caio DeSantos is not starting. Batted off the hand on the far side, played by Spire. Up for Tyjoon, starting for Wesley Bunn. Nash Johnson also on. So a number of changes to what would normally be the starting lineup, as the playoff position and regular season position are all but assured. Still want to get a win here. Martin flicks on. Sen. Big kick. Headed in the wrong direction, but goalkeeper out to scoop that up. Away from Hart. Now that ball's played up and Martin and Sarhadi take possession. June for Sarhadi. Now down the wing for June. Nice cross, knocked down by the defense. Martin gets a foot on that. June, off a leg, trying to win it back. Now Hart. Batted around slightly. Now Bellingham racing down the right wing. Still on. Cleared by the defense. Ball gets away from Bellingham. June trying to get off to the races with it, but ends up going out of play for a Dover-Sherborn throw. Sub already for Bellingham. I don't know if 25 is injured. .25, one of the steadier players in the first meeting of the year back on September 17th. That Dover-Sherborn won 3-0. Now Martin hesitates. Big through ball trying to connect with Doyle. Down the line, Doyle crosses it back over the head of Wells. Chopped down by Sarhadi, but Bellingham takes possession. But they play it right to Spire. Spire down the line. June steps in front of that. Middle, Sarhadi. Big take from distance off a body, but it deflects wide. Those changes in direction can be dangerous for the goalkeeper. This will be a corner now for DS. Martin will take it into a pretty significant wind. blowing more or less across the field into the face of Martin. His ball. Batted around a little bit. Trying to get settled. Sarhadi puts on a move. Left-footed. His shot. Off the post. And corralled by the keeper. Sarhadi almost getting DS on the board there. Through ball. June racing forward, but keeper comes out. Slides to get it. Bellingham working on it. Near side. Sarhadi plays for Wells. Wells for Martin. Martin lays it off for Spire. Spire up the wing. June, nice turn. In traffic, but gets it off to Sarhadi. Sarhadi with space. Coming back the other way. Wide for Spire. Now Martin plays Sarhadi. Through ball. Martin. Chop. Gets through another defender. Left-footed. Chips that towards the net, but wide of the post. Goalkeeper had it all the way. 25 back on. Must have had an equipment problem. Seems fine. Goal kick now. Boomed up the field. Controlled to the midfield by Bellingham, but they give it right to Spire. Wells, Spire. Played down the line, the right wing. Bellingham throw. Less than 6 minutes into the first half here. Oh, foul was called. So it'll be a direct kick for Bellingham. Big booming ball into the box with the wind. Headed away. Volley on the rebound. Goes wide of Garrett Wilson, who's starting in net. Hamilton Sen. Looks like he's going to take this goal kick. Oh, he lays it out for Wilson. Plays a short one. That's Sen. Sen sends it upfield. Hart playing it. Along with Doyle. They're fighting for it. Finally comes to Sarhadi. But over the line and a throw for Bellingham. Ball played to the middle. Put ahead. But David Faria gets ahead on it. Did notice that he's also starting. Center back. Now Johnson plays Sen. Up the wing, Doyle. Charges. Pokes it ahead for Hart. Doyle making an overlap and run, but Hart gave it away. Tapped, but Sen is there to save the day. Bellingham plays it wide, but nobody there. So Johnson will take this throw. Down the line. Hart. Unable to keep it on. Bellingham will take it. Poked by Sarhadi. Out. Another Bellingham throw. Oh. Sorry, DS throw way down in the corner. We play it back to Wilson. He switches fields for Spire. Spire in the middle for Wells, who gets away from one man. Plays it for Martin. Martin, a big ball forward. Chasing onto it is Hart, along with June. June makes a move, cuts it back, right-footed. Shot goes wide of the post. Haijun showing a burst. Bellingham goal kick. Up to midfield. Flicked. Sarhadi leaves it for Martin. Ball forward for Hart. Hart turns. Nice poke by the Bellingham defense. They're trying to work it upfield, but they run into Wells. Headed now by Spire. Middle for Sarhadi. His flick into space. Eventually finds Doyle. Still fighting for it. Johnson. Wells. Martin. Cuts back to the right foot. Big ball for Doyle. Trying to split the defense. Doyle trying to fight his way through. It is played back for a corner. Sarhadi jogging over to take this ball. Looks like everybody on the bench is now warming up. So this may be Sarhadi ball into the box. Send his, oh sorry, that was Doyle with a head, but goes wide. Looks like Coach Krusek may be just splitting the team in two. Getting everybody equal time in this game and dividing up the talent. Bellingham. Martin trying to win this back. Bellingham plays it forward. Goes off Spire. He plays it all the way back for Wilson. Wide. Sen can't get it, but Johnson does. Keeps it in. Plays it up the line. Now Wells. His ball forward. Gets through some bodies, but Hart stopped running. Scooped up by the goalie. Punt forward. Wells gets a head on it. Good to see him back out there. He got hit in the face with a ball last night, but seems none the worse for wear. Now everybody's off. Wholesale changes coming on. Townsend will take this throw. Guessing he's playing right back. Lombard playing right outside mid. Looks like Cronin and Wesley are in the middle. DeSantos playing center back. Again, a throw for Townsend. Reeves Devin way up top. Ball's going to come to him. Turns. Plays it for Wesley. Wesley shot from distance, but doesn't even make it all the way to the keeper. Played wide by Bellingham. They keep it in. Lombard pressuring the ball. Played forward. Wesley settles. Through ball. Lombard. Lombard trying to turn and go, but can't keep it in. Bellingham throw now. Cronin off his head, but right back out. Wesley settles in the middle. Back for DeSantos. He goes wide for Sharma. Winston. Back for Sharma. Killian Moss over there. Now Devin in a bad spot. If you're Bellingham, can't get a shot off. Plays it wide for Moss. Nice play to Cronin in the middle. Takes a touch, gets it back to Bunn. Through traffic. Wesley turning. Looking for options. Plays it all the way back to Sharma. Wesley. Winston. Back for Winston. Plays Wesley. He's double teamed. Loses the ball. Bellingham possessing now. DeSantos gets ahead on that. Cronin. Batted forward by the defense, but Bellingham. Oh, finally Winston wins it. Winston. Yeah, Winston wins it. Wide, Sharma. Down the line, trying to connect with Moss. Devon's with him. Cuts back to the middle, lays it off for Winston. Winston, a little bit of space over the top. Here comes Sharma charging on. Plays the ball ahead, but that's going to roll over the goal line. .25-21 left in the first half. 0-0 is the score. And that wind in the face of DS here in this half. Devon gets ahead on that goal kick. Moss gets a foot on that, but Bellingham throw. DeSantos lost a handle for a second, but able to poke it ahead. Gets it back from Winston. Now Winston on the move. His ball trying to put Moss or Devon away, gets blocked. Now it comes square for Wesley. Cronin lays it off for Townsend. Flattened by Wesley. Here's Devon. Can't get a shot off. Can Wesley playing the ball on the ground as a defender, but gets away with it. Stolen by Cronin. Cronin's cross. Unfortunately, grabbed by the keeper. Bellingham plays it up. Now DeSantos with a step. Wesley for Kozlowski. Coming wide to Townsend. Lombard for Cronin. Deflected, but they'll just play it all the way back to Driscoll. Dos Santos. Now Wesley wide for Sharma. Off a body and kept in. But now a throw. Up the line. Still white throw. Moss leaves it for Sharma. Can't get over that last Bellingham defender. But DS wins it back. Poked ahead for Devon. Good step there by Bellingham. But now Winston steals it back. Cuts back. Devon's on the move. Winston takes a shot. It sails over the net. Substitution Bellingham. .29 on for 21. 9 on. Ball's played forward by the keeper. West win. Fighting forward to the midfield. Great step by Winston, but overruns that ball, then wins it back. Collects himself. Now plays it ahead for Wesley. Beautiful ball. Through ball for Devon, but too far ahead. As the keeper slides out to get it. Now the ball's loose and somehow ends up in the net. Guess when the goalie slid down to corral that pass from Wesley Bunn, he wasn't able to secure it. Reeves Devon, who never gives up on a play, is on the spot to poke that into the untended net, and it's 1-0. Dover-Sherborn with 22 minutes left in the first half. Wesley Bunn on a bit of a assist tear, his third in 2 games so far. Devon, steal, drives. Oh, nice play from number 10, but picked right up by one of the Bunns. Winston Cutting to his left. Now cuts back to the middle. His shot over the net. Aiming for the far corner. Another goal kick for Bellingham. Plays a short one. Devin, pressure. Gets a foot on it, but over the line. Be another goal kick. 21 coming on, subbing for 14. For Bellingham. Boom forward. Chop down. Winston got a foot on it. But Bellingham settles. But here comes Cronin with a big steal. Cuts to his right. He gets spilled. And oh! Penalty is called. Might have wanted a little advantage there. As Reeves Devon was looking for another one. But the whistle blew. DeSantos. Who buried an indirect against Ashland from a little closer than this. But he can certainly put this in a bottom corner if he sees an opening. Kayo, shot, goes high and over the net. 26 back on. 9 coming off. Check that 19 coming off. Goal kick. Whistle. Had not completed the substitution. We'll do it all again. Bench warming up again for Dover-Sherborn. Looks like they'll be back out there in the first half. Ball played up. Step by Sharma. Devin plays it wide. Moss gets it back to Devin. Devin turns. He gets knocked down. Another penalty. Looks like it's going to be Wesley this time. Cronin and Winston all talking about it. Kayo jogging up to potentially call them all off, which he does. They asked for 10. Little ball over the top, but wide of the net. I think that was Winston that took that, and now we'll have a mass substitution on the goal kick. 11 on, 11 off. Whistle blows. Goal kick. Booted forward. Stop there by Martin. But now Bellingham plays it back through. Sen. He'll cycle it all the way back to Wilson. Back for Sen. Sen forward for Wells. He runs into trouble. Gets knocked down. No call. Bellingham with a chance here. Off a DS leg, and it's going to be a corner kick for Bellingham. Looks like number 10 is going to take it for the Blackhawks. Put it into the box. Far side. Headed once. Over the line, and goal kick is the call. 29 on for Bellingham. Looks like a slightly gimpy 32 is coming off. Goal kick for Wilson. Pushing everybody upfield. Garrett Wilson, the senior. Left-footed booming kick upfield. Settled by the defense. Now Martin trying to get on the left wing. Intercepted. Trying to spring June there. Sen. Wide for Doyle. He's dispossessed by 17. But Faria pokes that ball ahead for Hart. Hart now midfield. Wells does connect with June. Back for Wells. Big switch for Nash Johnson. Wells. Martin. Poked ahead. Running forward is Hart. Knocked out a play by Bellingham. June with the throw. Comes back to him. Tries to cross it. Knocked away by Bellingham. Check that Spire with the throw. This time he plays Hart. Hart trying to turn. Again, Bellingham sends that into the seats. Spire a third time. Again for Hart. Off his legs. Being fought for. Now won by DS. Back for Wells. Puts on a move. Through for Martin for Wells. Wells just ran into too many Blackhawk defenders. Sen heads that forward. Sarhadi trying to win it. Comes to Johnson. Now back for Sen. He cycles it all the way back to Wilson. Garrett switches fields, but right on Faria. Nice play for Martin. Ahead for Sarhadi. Sarhadi spins. Blasts that ball downfield into the wind. Does connect with Hart. Hart loses his balance though. But here's a step by Wells. Lays it off for Sarhadi. Now Martin. Wide for June. June, Martin. Martin tries to play it ahead to himself or June. Nice play there from Bellingham. But stolen again. Wells. So many midfield steals. He puts Hart away. Hart inside the defense. Far post. He scores. Great step and feed from Eric Wells. Once Simon Hart was behind the two defenders. Running to his right. He knew what to do. 2-0 DS. 13:43 left in the first half. Bellingham trying to get something going here. Hart pressuring the ball. They turn. Wells again with a interception. Martin. Sarhadi. Back to Faria, or Sen. Sarhadia, nice move. Finds Martin. Martin, through ball for June. June in the clear. Cuts it back to the middle, but doesn't connect with Hart. Now Wells for Doyle. Sarhadi. Plays it ahead. Doyle trying to put on a move. And ends up fouling the defender. Free kick here for Bellingham. Doyle's Ronaldo chop didn't quite chop. Low ball. Played forward. Flicked out by the Blackhawks. Johnson. Back for Sen. Middle for Wells. Faria, wide. Spire. Martin. Sen. Martin. A little bit of space. Ball trying to get through for June. Intercepted. But Diaz steals it right back. June. Got a defender running up his back. Turns. Gets by the defender. Cuts back. Ball for Wells. Wells to the middle. Wells with a drive from distance. Big juicy rebound, but finally pounced on before Hart could get there. Solid take there from Eric Wells. Punted forward by Bellingham. Misses a man. Sen. Nice volley right to the feet of June. Now Martin. Tries to get a ball through for Doyle. Does. Joe Doyle in on goal. Oh, opts for the pass. Hart. Smothered by the keeper. Nice play there from DS. Martin to Doyle to Hart. Again for Doyle wide. Three seniors connecting. That is headed out of play. Doyle will take it again. Sorry, Johnson taking the throw. Trying to connect with either Doyle or Hart. Plays Doyle. Not a lot of room to work with, but he finds Hart. Hart now finds Sarhadi. Sarhadi wide. Busted through by Wells. Fighting forward is June. June wins it somehow. Spire over there fighting forward too with one of his patented pokes. Middle, Martin in traffic. Off into the corner. Back for June, but out of play. Now Wells, they win it right back. Driving, June, Martin. Square for Sarhadi. Sarhadi wide. Nash Johnson just rips that through the box. Keeper dives on it and holds on. Not a bad play. That was sort of a knuckling spinning shot. Throw. Number 10. Intercepted by June. Oh, overruns the ball from the moment. Now plays Martin. Martin. Wells. Chop through for June. Defense gets there a half second before he does. Pressure in the ball. Sarhadi, number 25, fends him off with his body. Finds a teammate. They work the ball up into midfield. Step there from Faria. Now Hart trying to win it back. Great extension. Does. Trying to use the speed down the left wing. Pulls up. Looking for options. Finds Faria. Square for Sen. Sen. A roll right through the middle. Laid off Martin Sarhadi. Right for June one time. Off a leg. Didn't get a ton of power on that. And slightly deflected. Comes right to the keeper. What a beautiful play. Sen right up the middle. And the two midfielders putting away June. Now we have a call of offside, I believe. .8:18 left in the first half. 2-0 DS. Faria steps in front of that. Can't get it to Sarhadi. Doyle trying to settle this. Sarhadi. Nice control of the ball. Johnson. Sen now wide. Faria. Martin. Big wide for Spire. Spire back for Martin. They close on him, but he gets around one player. Past Wells, but Hart's going to run this down and try to win it. Fighting forward in the corner. Tries a spin move, but earns a corner. And the subs come on, much to the dismay of the group on the field. Subs will get to take this corner. Looks like DeSantos will be playing up top. Or at least pushing up top for the corner. Which will be taken by Winston, I believe. Making sure the net's in the right place. All good. Now we're ready to get back underway. Clock running. Ball played into the box. Headed away. Wesley trying to settle it. Turns. Gets through two players somehow. Gets through another. Cross. Oh! Devin could not get on the end of that. Beautiful cross from Wesley Bunn. She somehow dribbled through 4 Bellingham players. Ball played short by Bellingham this time. Now played wide, not a play. Devin trying to chest that ball down and get a shot off, but cleared by Bellingham. Throw for DS. Big throw down the line, Devin. Now it's in the hands of Bellingham. They cycle back to their keeper. He punts the ball forward. Headed back though by Cronin. Lombard. Going to put the pressure on in the corner. Wins the ball. Trying to get a cross off. Does. And Winston couldn't get... Killian Moss couldn't turn that into a shot. Played back. Trying to get settled. It is Sharma. Plays it for Bunn. Wide. Townsend. Down the line. Lombard. He's off to the races. Pulls up. Big ball back for Kozlowski. Kozlowski plays to Santos. Trying to stretch out Bellingham defense here. Now Sharma. Down the left wing again. Moss. And Devin is called for being offside, I guess. Do not know what's happening. Looks like it's going to be a infraction on the Blackhawks. The referee was speaking to number 10. Now we're going to have a drop ball. 3:44 left here in the first half. Didn't stop the clock at 5 minutes. I don't know if anything to do with it. Sharma into the box. Batted around, settled by Devin. Lays it off for Cronin. Back for Townsend, wide for Lombard. Again, Lombard turns, trying to beat his man down the line. Cuts it back inside, gets a cross off, trying to get through to Devin. Gets past him, but he almost tracks it down. And it's cleared out of play. Sharma gets a little shove in the back for his trouble. Now it's played back for DeSantos. Kozlowski back to DeSantos. Still attacking down that left side. Through ball. Moss is going to chase, but that is going to have too much momentum and get over the line. But it looks like it was off a Bellingham player. So it'll be a corner for DS. Or, sorry, there's a foul here. About the 20-yard line. Maybe obstruction. Put it in the box. This is a dangerous shot. Pushed over the bar. Wesley with a rocket. Now Winston will jog over to take this corner. Keeper did well to keep that out of the net. He's got Townsend and Dos Santos, among others. Into the box. Batted around. Comes outside for Lombard. He takes it deep. Again, rips off another beautiful cross. Off a body. Eludes Dos Santos. Winston back for Wesley. Wide for Moss. Too bouncy. Now Wesley trying to settle it. Now Lombard's got it. Oh, he rips a shot. But it sails right of the net. 32 back on for Bellingham. That's good to see. He looked like he was laboring earlier. Goal kick, Bellingham. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Moss gets a leg on it. Winston trying to win it. Out of play. Sharma will throw this in. Moss. Cronin. Wesley Bunn. Townsend. A little bit of space. Wide again for Lombard. Lombard cuts it back to the middle. Townsend overlaps. Still Lombard. Wide for Sharma. Ball into the middle. Nice cut. Cronin. Townsend. Townsend with a nice through ball trying to reconnect back with Cronin. He and Lombard miscommunicate there slightly. Bellingham throw. Townsend gets a foot on that. Now Wesley pokes it ahead. Winston cuts to his right. Trying to get a shot off. Coming through traffic. Bellingham steals the ball away. But Wesley takes it right back. Drives. Wide for Lombard. He's got great speed. Runs it down. Just cross. Unfortunately goes out of play. And that's the halftime whistle. So, goals from Reeves Devon and Simon Hart gives Dover-Sherborn a 2-0 lead. We will be back with live action when it resumes.
To me, sportsmanship is probably one of the biggest aspects of sports in general because it really does prepare you for life after sports. It teaches you so many life lessons, and just being a good teammate in sports, it'll prepare you for life because you'll always be in teams, you'll always be working in businesses, you'll always be working with other people.
No, it's no fun to be the one person that takes everything too seriously and doesn't show goodwill to others. So being a good sport makes you more likable, and it's just a good trait to have, not just in high school, but for the rest of your life.
Sportsmanship means to me respecting the opposing team after a win or a loss to help ensure that everyone has a positive experience in the end.
The MIA event that I went to was NESLC, and it really had me think a lot more about sportsmanship. A lot of the guest speakers that we had, they really put into me the idea that you need to respect your opponent and also respect who they are as another team. Look at it as improving on my own skills so I can win that game for my team.
Being a good sport will always be important, and just you learn great life lessons from sports, and they'll always impact you later in life.
All right, we're back for second half action. As both teams are retaking the field. Still 2:40 on the halftime clock, but we'll see if the referees just get it underway, as everybody seems like they're ready. Original starting lineup. 4 DS is back out there, meaning tonight's starting lineup. June and Doyle on the wings. Martin, little ball over the top, this time right down the middle. Hart fighting for it. Back for June. And that's wrapped wide. Corner. Looks to be Martin over there. Bangs that towards the box. Gets away from Spire. Now Wells gets a hit on it. Goes wide. There we go. Had a slight equipment problem there, which is now resolved. Bellingham again with the short goal kick. Diaz putting the pressure on. Step from Joe Doyle. Bangs that down into the corner. He's able to save it. Plays it off the Bellingham player. Keeps it in. Trying to connect with Martin. Martin can't win it. It's back though. Now Wells has got it. Faria. Little ball over the top for June, but had too much on it. This will be a throw for Bellingham. Chop down for Wells. For Hart. Hart wide. Sarhadi back heel. Can't connect with June. Bellingham playing up the wing. They're able to keep it in. Spire gets a piece of it. Faria gets the rest of it. Ball put through by Sarhadi. He's got June. June closing in the box. Cross. Goal! Ty June. Was the last DS player to touch it. Thought that made it all the way across to Doyle, but it did not. June is your goal scorer. And that extends the lead to 3-0. Bellingham trying to get something going here. Doyle applying pressure. Off Sarhadi. June now collects it. Wells wide for Spire. Cycles back. Faria. Cross for Sen. Down the line. Played it in the middle. Gets away from Hart, but Sarhadi gets it. Sarhadi over the top. Looking for June, but now Wells has got it. Playing down the left line. Into the middle. Martin turns. Doyle. He's got to play it wide. Martin with a move. Cutting through the middle. For Sarhadi, back from Martin. Cleared away by the defense. Played up to midfield. Now Wells. Wide, Sarhadi. Big shot from distance. That'll get under. Yes! Into the net. Will Sarhadi. Could tell when it left his foot that it was going to be on net. Goalkeeper extended as much as he could, but could not climb the ladder fast enough to catch up with that rocket. 4-0 DS. Do a little battery swap out. Back underway. Bellingham plays it back. June. He gets knocked down. Looks like Spire's going to take this ball. Just outside the 25-yard line. He's going to go on frame, and that is wide. Goal kick for Bellingham. 35-26 left here in the second half. 2 quick strikes by DS. Spire with a step. Now Martin for Sarhadi. He could go again. He does. Save. Settled. June. Sen plays that forward. Comes to Martin. Through ball. Spire up in the attack. Pressuring the ball way down into the corner. Now it comes to Wells. Wells with a rocket into the box. Off a leg and wide, and goal kick is the call. Doyle. Not going to make it easy to play a short one. They do anyway. Doyle and now Sarhadi pressuring the ball, and here's a step. And a shot from Simon Harden. What a save. Diving save from the goalkeeper. Looks like Hart is playing outside mid. Doyle's playing as the lone striker. So they switched. Now Wells along the sideline. Pressured, plays it back. Sen. Through ball. Turning, Martin. Big switch. Can Hart keep it in? No. Throw for the Blackhawks. Wells trying to connect with June. Now Spire's got it for Wells. This time he does connect with June. Back for Wells. Fighting for it with 2 Blackhawks. And they are able to clear it, but great step there from Johnson. Wells, Martin. Wide for Sarhadi. Now Hart along the sideline. He cuts to the middle, left-footed. His shot gobbled up and no rebound for the on-charging Doyle and June. DS right back into the attacking zone. Here's Sarhadi from Martin. For Martin, his shot! Off the post and in! Jack Martin with a low laser from Will Sarhadi. 32-minute mark as this crew has come out of halftime and put 3 on the board in under 8 minutes. And the lead is now 5-0. The other unit is warming up. Bellingham Stolen by Johnson. Hart ahead for Doyle. Doyle with a little space. Inside. Hart pokes it ahead. June can't catch up with it. Bellingham in trouble though. Now Hart. Oh. Couldn't quite corral that to get a shot off. Down the line. Doyle. Racked in the back, but plays Johnson. Johnson. It's off him. Bellingham throw. Some subs on for Bellingham. 10 and 13 back on, and everybody on for DS. This unit getting a round of applause from the DS fans on the far side of the field. Devin pressuring that throw. They just blast the ball upfield, intercepted by Sharma. Played back for Kozlowski. Big switch for Townsend. Back to Sen. Stumbles slightly, but Kozlowski. They work it up to Winston. Townsend. Winston. Wide. Here comes Sen. Nice poke through ahead for Moss. Moss, one touch, cuts back to the middle. Lays off a nice cross. Wesley sends it back to him. Big cross, far post. Bouncing around there dangerously. Sen trying to get a foot on it and does, but goalkeeper swallows it up. Rolled forward, ball pressured by Devin. Now Moss, Townsend. Into the middle, Cronin. Winston wide for Wesley. Big touch. Runs into a couple black shirts, but played wide for Lombard. He's got a little bit of space. Gets his cross off. Big wide one. Moss will track it down. Moss back to the middle. Batted away by the defense. Now Townsend fires that into the box. Rattles around a little bit. They play it back to the keeper. He slams that forward. But Winston is going to take possession. Kozlowski for Townsend. Down the line. Bellingham. Trying to get something going here. But Moss takes over. Gives it back to Wesley. Wesley, big switch. Lombard. Down the line, gets through everybody. And here is Sharma, I believe. He overruns the ball. Trying to win it back. Still trying to win it back. Nice play from 25. Bellingham working the ball out to midfield. This guy looking for help and finally gets fouled. Or I should say finally gets a foul call. Bellingham plays it long. Top of the box-ish. Lombard. His clearing kick up the sideline. They're fighting for it over there. Bellingham gets possession. They play it back. But right to Wesley. Wesley with a jump and a step and a move. Flying through ball. Moss. Can he get there? Yes. Cross is shot. Nice shot by Killian Moss. Good save by the keeper. He throws it up the left wing. Devin. Devin down the line. Touched. Now ahead. Running after it. Is Lombard. Now Wesley. Cronin. Cleared by Bellingham. Connects with the striker. Played back. Cronin. Good step. Great defense. Wins the ball. Winston for Cronin. Cronin turns. Ahead for Devin. Devin cuts it to the right foot. His shot. Blocked by the Blackhawk defense. Now Devin trying to win it back with Lombard. Batted down the line. Squared. Bunn. Cuts to his right. Winston through for Moss again. Moss' shot is blocked. Beautiful setup from Winston. Moss does earn a corner, which will be taken by Winston Bunn. .25:40 left here in the second half. Oh, this on-charging... oh, we got a whistle as the keeper got knocked down. Sen was flying in from the far post, and I thought he was going to get on the other end of that Winston Bunn cross. Keeper seems okay, checked out by the referee. Bellingham now. Oh, almost play right into Devin's hands, but they were able to clear it, and now this clear will just go out of play. Townsend will take the throw. Over the top for Bunn. Trapped nicely, though, by Bellingham. They try to work the ball up the field. Lombard is back. Cronin. Now a DS throw. $5-0's your score. Dover-Sherborn. Winston through for Moss. He's in the clear. Oh, he gets run off by the defender. For a second there, it seemed like he was going to get a shot off unimpeded from about 8 yards out. Moss still on the case. Cuts it back to Townsend. Now wide for Moss. Moss attacking up the right wing. Cuts to the middle. Gets shoved. Ball comes right to Winston, though. He gets it to Moss in the middle. One man to beat. Oh, what a step. Good defense. We got a whistle. Subs on for Bellingham. Moss done everything but score here. But it might happen yet. Bunn. Bunn turning outside. Wins the ball for Moss. Bellingham trying to play it out of the back. Pressured by Devin and Moss. And they concede a throw. Townsend. Finds Moss. Moss. Good step. Devin. Oh, better step by Bellingham. Now Cronin weaving through traffic. Gets it off to Devin. Great defense there from number 25. He's almost a one-man show back there holding down the fort against an onslaught of white jerseys. Bunn through traffic. Moss can't break through. Oh, now Wesley gets hip checked. And 25 goes down. Play on, says the referee. Cronin. Back for Moss. Can't get a good shot off. But they give it away to Devin. Cuts back a couple times. Trying to get through two players. Cleared up. Wesley. Oh, what a play. Driving. Wesley. So fast, so skilled. But played that ball too far ahead. It's a goal kick. .21:04 left. And they're subbing everybody off again. Or sorry, officially a timeout has been called, I guess. We'll stay here through the timeout. Coach Grusek calling out the lineup. Could be an interesting mix of people playing out of position. 21 minutes even left here in the second half. 5-0, Dover-Sherborn leads. Spire. Okay, so it's a mixture of the two groups now. Got a different package out there. People like Moss, Cronin, and Townsend stay out there, joined by a bunch of other players that had just been on the bench. Guess we're restarting with a goal kick. Bellingham trying to play out of the back. They run into Lombard. Big ball down the corner. Takes a tough bounce on Lombard and ends up being a goal kick. June, Moss, and Doyle are playing high. Cronin and Wells appear to be the midfielders. Wells plays this wide for Nash. Johnson. Back for Kozlowski. Garrett Wilson in the net. Doyle. Trying to connect down the right wing with the speedy William Lombard. Now Bellingham trying to get something going here. That through ball's chopped down by Townsend. Cronin turns. Wells. Wide for Townsend. Townsend takes his space. He's got Moss making a run. He connects with him beautifully. But Moss is unable to keep that ball in, but earns a corner. As Cronin and Wells fight over who's going to take it. Wells pulls rank. Cronin heads for the box. Wells serves that ball up low and hard, but right into the arms of the keeper. His throw is intercepted by Johnson. Pressured in the corner, good step. And a whistle as Cronin got knocked down. Be a direct kick for Eric Wells and DS. Almost everybody back for Bellingham except for one player. Put in, doesn't reach Doyle. Bellingham clears. June fighting for the ball, trying to win it. They give it to Johnson for Wells. Wide for June. June back to the middle. Big switch. Johnson, handball. Bad luck for Nash Johnson. Played forward. Wells gets a foot on it. Bellingham can't get past June. June overruns the ball. Everybody goes down. I would have let that go, but the referee calls a foul on Bellingham. Kozlowski short for Wells. Wells changes direction. Gets around his defender. Little ball over the top. June runs it down. Trying to keep it in, but gets away from him. Goal kick. Number 9 back on for Bellingham. 25. Getting pressured by Moss. They work the ball to the middle. Wells gets a piece of it. Ball in the box and now cleared away by Bellingham. Townsend plays short one to June. Townsend, he's got Moss through traffic. Moss turns to the inside. Cuts it across for Wells. Wells a hard ball on the deck for June. And he gets bodied off that. Unable to secure that first touch. He would have been in for a scoring chance. Nice ball from Wells. Cronin intercepts that goal kick. Plays Doyle. Doyle for Wells. His ball for Moss doesn't get through traffic. Played back, big step up, David Faria, but now DS still has it, intercepted. Wells fighting for it. He goes wide. Cronin turns. Johnson for Lombard. Lombard. Cronin, Johnson. Wells. Wells finds Moss. Moss in traffic, trying to protect the ball. Does Wells. Wells through ball for June. Can he keep this in? Does. Oh, what a beautiful chop. Gets past two defenders and then gets knocked down and draws a PK. Who will take the PK? My vote would be Joe Doyle. We'll see who does it. I think June wants this. He put in all the work. He sets up. Ty June scores. Ty June, his first varsity goal. Makes it 6-0. Unassisted. As he was the one that got fouled. He's come close a few times this season. Good to see him get one. Bellingham restarts. Long ball. But Johnson plays that up and out of play for a throw. Bellingham throw now. A little further down. Big clear from Kozlowski. Trapped by Bellingham. Moss pressuring. Now flicked ahead, but volleyed back to Faria. Now Wells. Wide for Townsend. Kozlowski. Wells. Cronin. Back to Wells. Through ball. Running for it. Moss. Out to get it as a keeper. Sliding at the top of his box. And his restart goes out of play. Wells. It's Cronin working through traffic. But now it's back to Wells. Gets it through to Moss. Moss trying to turn. Now Cronin with a step. Misfires. Bellingham able to work it up to midfield. That ball's knocked down by Townsend. Townsend coming down the left wing. Puts on a move. But Bellingham gets possession of the ball. They work it wide. Can they keep it in? They do. Cut back. Put through. But Wells intercepts. Big counter. But right to the center back for Bellingham. Oh, Moss! Moss with a step. He's in alone. Oh, what a save! He went to chip him, but ran out of space. Ran out of time. Looks like Doyle now finds Cronin. Ride for Wells. Wells. Two guys on him. Back for Townsend. Townsend with a shot. Goes wide of the net. Killian Moss with a clear 25-yard breakaway. Goalie came out and slid, and Moss just couldn't get it over him. Cronin trying to win this. Big touch, but Bellingham keeps possession. Moss again putting on the pressure. Fought for, far side. And Bellingham throw. Big switch. Oh, missed touch from Bellingham, but that might not have been a bad thing. Because I think Tajun was going to pounce on that first touch. Moss heads it to the middle, trying to play it to himself. Now it comes to Doyle. Lays it off Cronin. Wells. Wide for June. June cuts it back for Wells. June. Got it on the right foot. Turns. Spilled, but pushes it ahead to Wells. Now gets it, and it's going to be a throw for Bellingham. 8:55 left here in the second half. 6-0, DS leads. Ball pounded forward. Kozlowski. Cronin. Johnson. Lombard. Finds Doyle. Can't keep it in. Bellingham defense trying to work it up to the midfield. Stolen by Cronin. He elects to cycle all the way back to Kozlowski. Wide for Townsend, but slowly. Now back to Kozlowski. Townsend again slowly. And finally, push forward to Wells. Works it up to Moss. Wells. He has been on target tonight with his passes. June. June lays it off. Cronin. Back for June. June cuts back to the middle. Runs into too many defenders. Pounded ahead. Wells with a beautiful bit of footwork in the middle. Great vision. Sees Lombard wide. Lombard with a move. Takes his man down the line. Gets his cross off. Just past Doyle. June cuts it back. Cuts it back again. Pushed down in the box. Oh, and a foul coming out. Thought maybe June had earned his second penalty in the box, but no. Doyle, midfield, down the line. Again Lombard, using his speed. Can't get past that last defender though. Doyle, middle. Wells, controlling the field like Zidane. Here he comes, little chip through, beautiful, oh, and the keeper comes out and grabs it. Great heads-up play. Moss was bearing down on that ball. Townsend now for Cronin, for Wells. Wells, nice, beautiful through ball, can't be corralled by Moss. That was a tough ball to settle. Almost eye high. Flicked on by Bellingham. They try to play it back, but June intercepts. Moss, June, just racked away by the defender. Ends up coming to Wells. Wells gets past one man. In traffic. June turns. Down the line. Wells, June. June with a big cross. Moss gets a foot on it. Back for Townsend. High bounce. Townsend gets whistled for a foul. Surprisingly. Bellingham. Big one, trying to connect with one of the two players up top. But now Wells wins it back. Nice ball. Lombard. Loses it though, and Bellingham sends it down the line, but out of play. Under 5 minutes here in the game. 6-0 is your score. Throw in DS. Doyle. Out of play. Doyle leaves it for Lombard. Moss. Doyle. They laid back for Wells. Big shot over everything. Goal kick Bellingham. Driven upfield. Settled by Wells. Wells in traffic. June. June for Townsend. Townsend, nice play for Moss. Lays it off for Wells. Wells tries to return the favor. Blocked by Bellingham. Diaz still fighting for it though. Nobody can get anything going, and now number 25 skates out of danger. Gets past Cronin. 32 turns. Trying to work upfield. He's got a man making a run. Townsend's with him. Townsend wins the race, lays it back for Wilson. Wilson has to charge out to clear that ball. Does up to Moss. Working down the sideline, and June can keep this in, but he can't. Bellingham giving it away. Moss. Big wide ball for Lombard. Lombard release shoot. Crosses. Moss. But no, now it's in. Oh. Doyle, I think, ripped off that shot that went right into the arms of the keeper. Faria fighting for it. Midfield. Player down for Bellingham. Number 9. He wants a sub. Replaced by 19. Be a direct kick here for the Blackhawks. Left-footed. Booming kick, top of the box. But that's going to clear everybody and end up in the arms of Wilson. Pushes everybody up. Big punt. Over everything. Racing onto it. A couple of white shirts. June is there with Doyle. June pushed off the ball, but he keeps it in. Cuts it back and gets fouled again. And that is the final whistle. As DS players go to congratulate Garrett Wilson. That's the end of the regular season as Dover-Sherborn has defeated Bellingham 6-0, ending the season 13-3-2. We'll see you in the playoffs.